Good morning, Qatar, and welcome back to DR Sports with myself, AGT, and my Don Flex, both sporting our kind of home countries' shirts today, Jamaica and Ireland.
Man. We both didn't make it, but we never make it. 98 settings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Reggae boys and
Reggae boys.
My guys.
Can't remember. I think Ireland's last one was like 2002.
The one with Roy Keane. Yeah.
Mick McCarthy. That one.
Roy Keane said, "Sod this, I'm going home."
Yeah, Robbie Keane scored a great goal against Germany as well.
Yeah.
Great tournament.
Cartwheel and gun salute.
Absolutely, that was his thing, wasn't it? Big up to Flex as well for drinking out the Cop TV mug.
Listen,
Manchester United fan, love it.
I've been so tired, I just wanted a coffee at any cost. And I picked any random cup and it happened to be yours. But I want you to do well on the channel, but not.
I appreciate it. Likewise. Right, guys, what a day yesterday was, mate. Oh my days. I can't believe the games that we're going to, the fans that we're speaking to, the content that we're making. If I was watching this back home, I would be smashing that like button, Flex.
Bro, it's been insane, man. I've got like a, I think I've got, and I probably shouldn't say this because I'm probably going to do the jinx or judge the other way around. I think I've got an influence, man. Like, I'm going to the underdog games, bro, and they're turning over the big boys. I did it for the Saudis. I did it for the Japanese. Who else needs help? Do you know what? Croatia fans were messaging me. Who they got to play? Brazil, was it? Who they got to play again? They were saying, Flex, can you go to the Croatia-Brazil game? I think, is it Brazil?
Is it Serbia?
Or it could, whoever it is Croatia have to play, they were saying to me, get to that game. So if your country needs help, yeah?
Send Flex.
Send me. And if your country needs goals,
send me.
Send this guy.
Honestly, yeah. If you need a massive upset, give Flex a shout. And if you need your team to score a goal whenever the camera gets turned on, take me. Honestly, we bring both different skills. It's brilliant to see.
Yeah.
Spain last night, 7-0, a record for them in World Cup history. I was there, obviously, with the Spaniards. Unbelievable performance. We were just watching the highlights again there. It was almost as if they rolled back the years with that one. You know?
Looked like it. Obviously, look, Costa Rica is, you know, with all due respect, obviously that was always going to be a struggle for them. But it looked to me that Spain was still Spaining. Like,
they were Spaining.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like the football they were playing. Because actually, and as we've already seen, which I can't believe we didn't start with actually, the biggest upset.
Oh my word.
I can't believe you went straight to Spain 7-0. Bro, Japan beat Germany from 1-0 down. Like, are you deep in what's going on in this World Cup? The upsets are happening, bro. The Japanese were insane. One guy I spoke to, and it's the same like the Saudi game. It's like they're in this bit of euphoria where they can't believe what's happening. Like he said to me, "Is this a dream?" Like he was closing his eyes, and he was going, "Dream." I said, "Bro, this is not a dream. You just did this." And what I loved about yesterday's performance from Japan is it wasn't just luck. It wasn't like just two breakaway goals. They played really well. And yes, they had to soak up a lot of pressure. And yes, there were moments of the game, especially in the first half, where it looked like Germany was going to be a formality and get that second goal. But what I rate about what they did is that the longer the game went on at 1-0 and things were going their way, rightly so, you know, offside goal just before half-time, Kai Havertz, Gundogan hit the post, their keeper was making double saves, and then they went, I tell you what, it's like the 70th minute, and we're here, and we've got into dangerous positions on the counter, we just haven't had the quality. Made a few changes, your guy come on, Minamino. He had a good impact, and then they just started running the channels, and actually, I think Japan don't get the recognition they deserve for how technically sound their players are, actually. They're really aggressive, really quick, and technically sound, man. The second goal they scored was, if Messi scored that goal, plucking it out the sky, getting across the defender into the roof of the net, everyone will be talking about it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the way he's brought it down, kept the defender off, and also beat Neuer at the front post.
That's what I'm saying, in the roof of the net.
In the roof.
You know, and Neuer was working hard as well. He made an unbelievable save before Japan scored. So
which Japan could have won 3-1 with that massive chance they had, which they blazed over.
Exactly. So yeah, man, upset settings, and that to me, I keep saying it, it's a bit of a cliche, but that is what the World Cup is about. I'm so glad with everything that's been spoken about in the media and all the opinions around the World Cup, which everyone's entitled to hold in their own way. When the football has come to the forefront and nations, you literally seeing people crying at their nations beating other nations. that's why we're here. That's why we're here, and I love it. I love it.
Just as much as that was a massive surprise, I guess the Spain result being 7-0, breaking records. Gavi, the youngest goal scorer at a World Cup since Pelé.
Jeez.
In 1958, I think. As much as it wasn't a surprise that they won, I guess the scoreline was a surprise, and some of the goals that were flying in were unreal. And back on Japan, they cleaned the dressing room after. It was absolutely spotless. The fans did the same thing.
Yeah, it was
the
amazing.
Respect.
Bro, when I got there, I saw obviously all the blue bags. They actually bring them all in, and they're like officially branded bags. Like, it's not just like
that they've brought.
Yeah, bro. On the bags, it's got the Japanese FA. I say it probably is their Football Association badge, whatever their crest is. It's got that, and then in Japanese, English, and Arabic, it says "thank you" on the top. And we put it in the vlog like before the game. They placed it on every seat in that block, not just the bit where they was. So it's a properly planned thing. And I was speaking to some of them about it, and they were just saying like, yeah, that's what we believe in. That's what we do. And I was saying to them, any chance of us like teach the world this? We were saying this. Imagine
English fans could take
imagine like away games. You could go Anfield.
Oh.
And Man United fans sitting in Anfield Road and brought Man United bags saying thank you and clean up Anfield as you leave. Imagine Liverpool fans coming to Old Trafford with it. It's something that would never happen in English football. It was just too tribal for it. But when you break it down, it's an amazing touch, man.
It really is. Like when Everton and United fans come to Anfield, they normally rip the seats up and smash all the TVs.
I'll bring this as a souvenir, man.
Absolutely, yeah. Unbelievable. Right, let's talk about the games today then. We go again, Flex.
Yes.
We go again, my friend. Early kickoff at the Al Janoub Stadium. Switzerland versus Cameroon. This is the first ever encounter between the two nations. It's only the second time that Switzerland face an African opposition. Switzerland are unbeaten in the opening game of each of the last 5 appearances. That's not too bad.
Strong.
Winning 2, drawing 3. Whereas Cameroon have qualified for their 8th FIFA World Cup, the most by an African team.
Oh, wow. So they're repping the
They really are. They also have played more matches at the World Cup than any other African nation with 23, whilst only Nigeria have scored more goals at the tournament than Cameroon. Xherdan Shaqiri has been involved in 48% of Switzerland's 23 goals over the last 4 major tournaments, scoring 8 times and delivering 3 assists. I tell you what, that is some record. That's because mad. He turns up for Switzerland.
Shaqiri,
you know, him and Xhaka both do.
Yeah, for real.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing how Shaqiri gets on. Obviously, he was a Liverpool player at some point. But Cameroon's head coach, Rigobert Song, you might remember him from playing for Liverpool back in the 90s, is tied for the most red cards as a player at the World Cup, alongside who else?
For the most red cards in the World Cup?
Think about it, yeah. Think of the famous red cards.
Zidane.
There you go. I gave it away a little bit, but yes.
How much else has he got?
2.
Oh, really?
2 red cards.
I was going to say like Simeone or...
Yeah, Cholo.
Someone nuts like that, yeah.
Song appeared in the 3rd most games for Cameroon at the tournament as a player, behind Roger Miller.
Jeez.
What a goal he scored back in 1990 as well, when he did the little... Was it him that did the little dance?
It was him who done a little dance,
flag, yeah.
It's so funny when you see players like... That's why the World Cup's amazing, because you get players who actually are alongside company that's like sometimes football royalty.
Yeah.
So look at... what's his face? Gavi.
Yeah.
Like, so he's now next to Pele.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, in terms of a record, like...
That's what the World Cup can
It's
do,
crazy, yeah, it's crazy.
The red cards.
What was it? Timothy Weah was the first person to score against Wales.
Yeah, since Pele.
Since Pele.
There you go.
So Timothy Weah can tell his kids, listen, that team there...
Me and Pele.
Only me and Pele scored against them, you know.
Yeah.
No one. I was going to swear then. No one can mess with you if you.
And your dad's George Weah.
Yeah, and your dad's George Weah. Unbelievable.
Oh wow!
Mad.
Do you know what? When you actually deep this game, it's going to be a good one, you know, because you've got good players on each team. Quick prediction on this one.
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Another draw.
Yeah.
We actually chose. In hindsight, it was a great decision, but we chose not to go to 2 0-0s yesterday.
Yes, good.
There's now been 3 0-0s, which we don't like to see. But for every upset you get, I guess you're going to get a 0-0 just to balance it out.
This is why those fans of those nations Was it the Croatians, isn't it? That's why, and other teams.
They're begging you
They're
to go.
messaging us, bro. They're saying, get down here now. Give us
Got
something.
a spare flex.
Give us
Come.
something. Yeah.
Right, 1-0. I'm going to go for a draw as well on that one, I think.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Ooh.
Almost
Ooh.
broke the iPad.
No case on that as well,
No
mate.
case.
That was
Yeah. That was a good catch. Let's go into Uruguay versus Korea. I'm really looking forward to this. This is actually the third FIFA match between these teams. So far, Uruguay have won both previous encounters, and they beat them in 2010 as well. The latter goal courtesy of a Luis Suarez brace. Now he's got his last. Well, yeah, we'll get onto that. But he's probably playing in his last World Cup as well. It's their 14th World Cup participation, their 4th in a row since 2010. Uruguay, the only team to have had 2 players score at each of the last 3 World Cup tournaments, Suarez and Cavani. Suarez needs 1 more goal at the World Cup to equal Oscar Miguel's record of 8 as Uruguay's top scorer at the tournament. This will be the first World Cup since 2002 that Uruguayan team has been led by a coach other than Oscar Tabarez, who has coached each of the last 16 games at the tournament. But now Diego Alonso, the current coach, he is now debuting at the World Cup, and he took over in 2021. But Sonny, he's making his comeback since that horrendous fracturing of his eye. He's going to be wearing a mask today.
Oh, so he is here. I thought
he is here. He's the joint top scorer for Korea with 3 goals, scored twice at 2018 and once at 2014, and he could become only the second player to score in 3 separate editions for the nation since, think about it, your guy.
Oh, Ji-Sung Park.
There you go. Yeah. Who scored in 2002, 2006 and 2010. So there's some stats provided to you, of course, by Opta. I can't claim that I know them myself.
You do know a lot of mad stats.
I do know a lot, but I guess Opta
You'll probably remember that now. Talk about that in like 9 weeks.
Photographic memory. This is in Al Rayyan in the Education City Stadium, not too far away from where we are now. Some real big hitters for Uruguay. Obviously, I'm massively excited to see my guy Darwin pulling on that light blue shirt. And mixing it with the likes of Cavani, the likes of Suarez. Do you think Uruguay's team is balanced enough to really go far in this competition?
I'll be honest, I don't know too much about the defence and midfield, obviously stacked in attack or with experience and youthful exuberance of Darwin Núñez. Great word, isn't it? Of who actually I rate Darwin Núñez. I do. Obviously, week by week in the Prem, I'll do the trolling thing because it's just funny if you don't score anything.
I understand that.
But that's
the
pre-season
trolling.
Yeah, exactly. But I've always said he's going to score goals. And actually, before we went on this break, he was starting to hit form. I think he's just got areas of his game he needs to clean up a little bit because I don't think he's the cleanest.
Before the World Cup, 8 and 10.
Yeah, I think he's a goal scorer. He can score goals, man. And obviously at Liverpool, he's going to get a high number of chances. But it's just whether, like you said there, I can't answer the question, but it is whether they can get that balance right because you've got an aging Suarez. I'm not going to lie. I saw him at Man United, played Atletico. I don't even know if he
his
come
legs
off the bench.
are gone, really.
And I've seen him the year before. He's not it anymore.
Still a great poacher, a one-touch finisher.
Deadly in the box, which you never lose that. But just getting about the pitch and just affecting the game, he just doesn't have that anymore. Cavani obviously was at Man United even last season, blighted with injury, and then the season before that was good. So he's still got something there. Where is he? Valencia now, isn't he?
He's at Valencia, and he's doing quite well as well.
Yeah, so he's got his mojo
Gennaro
back.
Gattuso.
See, and at international level as well, I think he kind of goes a level up. So what would they probably do? Have both of them 2 up front, or do
they
play
could go for a 3 because Darwin Núñez has played on the left-hand side in the last 3 or 4 games for Liverpool.
Do you think they put them 3 up front?
I mean, it would be how do you play them? Maybe you go more narrow and have 2 behind a Cavani or a Suarez. Then 3 are interchangeable,
because on paper,
really.
That's
on paper.
dangerous. On paper,
that's one of the best
in reality,
at the tournament. But
are you gonna who out of them is going to work back to Cavani can run around and that?
I think Núñez is the one you definitely start because of his legs,
yeah,
and how quick he is as well. If you're playing a Cavani or a Suarez, naturally in their latter stages of their career in their late 30s, they aren't going to run around like they used to. No. But trust me, Darwin will.
Yeah,
I've seen it at Anfield. I remember he lost the ball. I think it was West Ham. he sprinted a good 75 yards to get back, made a big tackle.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff you want to see. And that's the kind of stuff that is going to win him over.
Yeah.
Because it's the goals that you want, but also that's another side that can win hearts
How
a
you're
little bit
affecting
quicker.
the game when you're not scoring.
Exactly.
100%.
So
like Jesus, isn't it?
Like
He ain't scored in
Jesus.
8-9 games,
Perfect
but
example.
what he's doing is invaluable to the team. They can't play about him.
Can't drop him.
Yeah.
Can't drop him. Prediction on that one?
I'm going to go with, I don't know, Sonny,
Could
man.
this be an upset?
Yeah, and this one's not even like if South Korea won, it's not in the
Maybe it wouldn't
bracket
be a
of the
massive
others.
upset, yeah.
I'm gonna go for another upset, you know.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm team upset. I've been to 2. I have to fly the flag for the teams that people think are the least favourite to win a game. So I'm gonna go with South Korea win 2-1.
2-1.
Yes.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with the Uruguay win 2-1.
Yep.
So it's nice and balanced out. I think if Darwin does score, I'd be very happy, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's not like if he scores, his price tag goes up and he's getting looked
No.
by other clubs. He's firmly a Liverpool player, and I can't wait to see the rest of it. So I'm going to go for Uruguay win. Let us know in the comments what you think, of course, as well. And at the end of this next preview of Portugal-Ghana, we will get into Abby and Lee's predictions as well. But Portugal-Ghana, Stadium 974, just by the beach, that one. Me and Jason went to that one
Is it nice?
the other night. It looks really, again, a lot of these stadiums don't look like football stadiums from the outside.
Yeah.
It's the one with all the containers, like
yeah.
the sea containers and all that kind of stuff. And it's right near the beach, so hopefully the vibes will be wicked.
Good.
Really looking forward to seeing the fans of the Black Stars in Ghana. That's their nickname, of course. And when you think about it, so unlucky in 2010 not to reach a semi-final, and when they face up with Uruguay, it's almost as if the world stops and watches that game.
Because of that, yeah.
So that's Ghana. A couple of stats about them. Ghana's manager Otto Addo played and won 2 matches at the FIFA World Cup in 2006, appearing against the USA and the Czech Republic. They've also found the net in each of the last 5 games and could become the 3rd African side to score 6 in succession in the competition after South Africa and Nigeria.
Wow.
Now, Ghana will make their 4th appearance at the World Cup, each of those coming in the 21st century, but they haven't been in since 2014. So a lot of good stats there from them. But let's talk about Portugal now. A lot of Manchester United players in that squad. Dalot, Bruno, obviously. I can't even say Cristiano anymore.
No,
because
there's
he's
only 2 now.
technically. And you know what? Another stat, which I read the other day, he's the only player at the World Cup as a free agent right now, Cristiano.
Look at that.
So he's putting himself in the window.
Putting himself in the shop window, playing for a contract, Ronaldo. I'm saying this, yeah, this is actually perfect for me now. Because now, obviously before all the Ronaldo stuff happened, I was looking forward to coming to watch him and just Portugal in general with the Man United players there. Then, sour taste in my mouth after everything that's happened. But disclosure now, he's not a Man United player. I don't have to think about that. I don't have to worry about that. I actually can just observe the game as saying like, wow, I'm here at Cristiano Ronaldo's last ever World Cup. Like,
Yeah, you can.
do you know what I mean? Like, which is what I was saying before. It's sad. This is the end of an era for him, for Messi. I mean, I don't know if Messi will get one more. I doubt it. But you never know. But it seems unlikely anyway.
Yeah, very unlikely.
And again, in the crop of players that we've been mentioning of their last World Cups, those 2 are at the top of it in terms of the end of an era. So I'm glad I can he's not a Man United player anymore. Like you said, he's a free agent. So I'm not stuck in that whole, don't want him to do well and all this. Nah. International level and global level of football, he's still Ronaldo. It's nothing to do with Man United. I'm going as a neutral. And I want to be entertained with also my man of Bruno Fernandes. And hopefully Diogo Dalot gets a start somewhere across the back, because obviously Cancelo's going to start somewhere. But
Yeah, do you know what? In that explosive Piers Morgan interview that Ronaldo did, he singled out Diogo Dalot as being one that really works hard and has the right attitude.
Yeah. I'm seeing it as well at Man United.
So
I've
I've actually been quite impressed with him this season, and he's kind of keeping out Wan-Bissaka as well in the team. And if you watched Ricardo Santos's press conference yesterday, I don't know if you saw it.
He was vexed,
every question was about Ronaldo, and he was going.
He just gave up, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's another thing.
He would be fed up.
They've dealt with it the best they can, because the journalists, especially in mainstream broadcasting, you've got to go there and you've got to just keep going on and on and on until you get a soundbite or a clip on that thing, and it just becomes really repetitive, which is the reason why the sorts of things that we do, that's why people enjoy the content so much, because it's so different to mainstream broadcasting. But the spotlight's always on Ronaldo. Even if this Man United thing didn't happen, it's Ronaldo. It's Ronaldo. Same at club level, it has always been that. And obviously international level as well. So, no, I'm mad looking forward to this. And actually Ghana as well. I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what sort of fight they put up and what sort of game they give Portugal, because I think they'll give them a good one. And wasn't it Ghana who stopped Nigeria coming? They had the playoff, didn't they?
Yeah, they had the playoff.
So I remember that in the studio. It was the Nigers and like you said, the Ghanaians.
We did a watch along for that, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly, on DR. So I would be interested, would the Nigerians just support the African nations?
You'd have to ask
or
them.
They too, yeah.
Well,
ask you guys, Nigers,
are
you getting behind the Ghanaians? Are you getting behind, you know, the Senegalese, all the other African nations here? Morocco's here as well.
Absolutely.
Tunisia's here. So, I think they should, but I can't speak as a Caribbean. I don't know how tribal. I know you guys get real when it gets to the jollof and stuff. And
I've seen Laurie and Belgium go at it. Thai as well.
Yeah.
Obviously a very proud Nigerian.
Exactly. But if we speak about someone like Kelechi, I think if I asked Kelechi right now, would you support one of the African nations? I think you would. But you can't speak for every African.
Absolutely. They did meet in 2014, you know, in the World Cup. Portugal 1-2 on with a Cristiano Ronaldo winning goal. A lot of the stats here are about him, if I'm honest. I'll try and find one that isn't.
Even on DR, look, he's disgraceful. He was all making it about Ronaldo. Why can't we have one about flipping, I don't know, William Carvalho? Why can't you give us a stat about him?
What? Absolutely. And Arsenal fans would be looking forward to seeing Thomas Partey as well.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
He's been brilliant this season, really has been, actually, scoring goals as well, by the way. Portugal are winless, though, in the last 3 opening games of a FIFA World Cup tournament.
Didn't they get to the final?
Start well.
Didn't they get to the final in... Was it the Euros, or when they got out the groups in the last World Cup or something? They didn't even win a game.
I think it was the Euros. They won. They only scored 5 goals, but they won 5-0 in all the games. And I don't think they won a game in 90
that
minutes.
Was it. That was it. Yeah. I remember there was a stat about it.
So they've drawn 2 and lost 1. Despite this, though, having progressed from the group stage in 2018, they could reach the knockout stage in 2 successive editions of the tournament for the second time, after doing so in 2006 and 2010. They've only won 3 of their last 14 World Cup matches, Flex.
Wow.
3 for a team like Portugal, each of them coming in the group stages. Their last victory in the knockout stage came in 2006 when they progressed to the quarterfinals thanks to a 1-0 win against the Netherlands.
That's mad, see? So they haven't actually got a good record.
Amazing
recently,
stat.
Anyway.
They don't start well traditionally.
And that's why, Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, you know, Ruben Neves and, you know, João Felix.
What a squad. When you look at it on paper, Flex,
Bernardo Silva.
It's stacked in every position.
Bro.
The goalie, they got Jose Sa, Rui Patricio, both great Premier League keepers. Like you said, Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Pepe with that experience still
going strong.
You know, the midfield is stacked as well. And then up front, they're always stacked, aren't they?
They've got mad options, man.
Let's go to
Is Jota injured?
Yeah. Didn't
come. He got that bad injury, didn't he? He was against Arsenal.
Yeah, in the last minute against Arsenal at the Emirates. Really sad.
That is sad. What a player.
Let's go back to our Who Knows Wins DR Sports prediction battle, as I have flies all over my face.
It's so
big up
you
to
do
the
well.
flies.
You don't even really. Every minute I'm like that.
Professional.
Right. Jamaican, mate.
The Qatar 2022 Daily Shootout. It's really fun, this one, guys. You have to get involved at home. There's so much money to be won. Prizes every single day, 125,000 just at the group stages. Click the link in the description right here below and you can join in and try and beat Abby and Lee, and it can be only £1 that you stick in to make your stake, and you don't even have to get them all right, as you know this already. But let's see what Let's see what Lee has gone for, looking resplendent in his
good word
in his kit there. He reckons, well, he's gone all home teams today. I can't believe it. Switzerland to beat Cameroon.
Xhaka is
Uruguay, he likes Xhaka now, doesn't he?
He likes him now,
yeah. Uruguay to beat South Korea, Portugal to beat Ghana, and Brazil to beat Serbia. He's going for straight wins for the home team, whereas Abby is going for a Cameroon win. against Switzerland. A little bit of an upset, I guess.
Yeah.
But then she's also gone for Uruguay, Portugal and Brazil all to win. She also reckons that both teams score in the Brazil game against Serbia. This is the game we're focusing on when it comes to the picks.
Nice upset that, man.
Over 2.5 goals, yes. Brazil to receive over 1.5 cards, yes. Brazil to score in the first 20 minutes, no. And Neymar to score any time, yes.
She's gone for it. I mean, I do think it would be a massive upset if Serbia beat Brazil. Oh my goodness.
Vlahovic,
Yes,
Mitrovic,
yes.
dangerous up front. Big up to my brother, or our brother Vuj.
Yes.
He's going to be
big
going
up Vuj.
crazy at that game today.
He is.
And do you know what? Serbia beat Portugal in the qualifiers almost a year ago when Mitrovic scored that pretty much last minute winner header.
That's what he does.
And that is what he does. Unbelievable in the Premier League so far this season. And then you chuck Vlahovic in there, who's going to be in and around him.
That's
Tell
actually,
you what,
it's actually a mad potent front line.
Tell you what, Mitrovic and Vlahovic against Pepe, who's
Mexico,
38,
and Diaz, yeah, probably.
and Ruben Dias, who's obviously very good. But I tell you what, those strikers can cause any defence
100%.
problems. Lee, though, he's gone for a Brazil win. He also thinks over 2.5 goals. He also doesn't think that Neymar scores in any time in this one.
Oh,
which
big
is
statement, that.
It's a massive statement from Lee.
But that's what it's about, though. You've got to put the big shouts in.
Absolutely. Brazil to receive 1.5 cards or more. Yes, he's gone for again. The Brazilians do like a card, if I'm honest.
Casemiro's definitely getting booked.
Brazil to score in the first 20 minutes, no, he reckons. So if you want to play along at home, remember, hit that link in the description. Try and beat Lee, try and beat Abby.
That's what it is, man.
It's about.
I think we should start doing ours.
I think we should.
Yeah, even if we don't have
Do you know what?
time to say it, we should do it.
Yeah, I think
nice.
we should get involved. We've got the apps, don't we? So we can try and beat the guys back home. Right,
There's another. So just before we finish off, there is another upset on the cards. I can feel it just today.
Feel it in your Cop TV coffee.
It's either Brazil, it's either the game you're going to. It's either one of our games. Something's going to happen.
It's always the games that we go to.
Something's going to happen.
We got to keep this up, man, because it's so much fun. Right then, let's finish it off now. Then a great show again. Remember, guys at home, if you're liking the video, show us your support. Like the video, comment as well, and make sure you're subscribing to DR Sports, the only place to be during the World Cup. Obviously, go subscribe to the United View as well. Flex is still pumping out the videos, as are we on the Cop TV, and we've got the mug to prove it. But we'll be back tomorrow with another edition of Good Morning Qatar, and I think the Don will be on that one.
Will he?
I think the Don might just be on that one.
I don't know.
I think he lands in at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Get him here, get him working straight away. So
honestly, he's had enough time.
He can sleep on a plane. Tell you what, we won't even be here tomorrow. He can do a solo. He can do a solo. The Don.
Yeah, man. I'd like to see that. Right. Yeah. Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
DR Sports is entering the metaverse.
Welcome to Habbo.
Come play games and chat about the latest football drama.
Meet up with friends, meet new people, and have a great time.
I'll be there on special VIP days. Click the link or go to the website at habbo.com.